What is up? Hairball 101 here, and today, Hairball 101 from the Plebanites here, actually. And today we're playing some Crash Bandicoot. Now, I've recorded this once already, and it's fucking... It corrupted the webcam and the audio and stuff, so I couldn't upload it. It was the raw footage, but today I'm playing it for you guys. Again, it's a solo series. Every one of us, me, Face Killer Panda, Albsters, Smoogie Doo, and possibly the Nicholas, the Destroyer, or ZX the Big NG as he's known in most things, or Badman 1 in World of Warcraft. What the fuck's my fault? We're all doing a solo series, and in that solo, obviously, we play different games. Now I've decided that when I feel like recording, I'm not going to just stick with Crash Bandicoot as my solo series. There's also going to be whatever I feel like playing at the time. And it won't just be limited to one game, for me anyway. Like for instance, today might be Crash Bandicoot, and the next video you see of a solo series could be, I don't know, Bloodborne, and record. Yeah, it's just gonna have some fun, play some games, record it for the Plebanites channel, and yeah, it's gonna be good. We've also got part 2 of the Plebanites Duels. I need to edit that and then it'll be uploaded. That's me and Nicholas playing, well, Nicholas playing, I think it was CSGO. But anyway, this is Crash Bandicoot. This game, I've played it as a kid quite a lot, but didn't ever complete it. As a kid, this game was far too hard for me. The last time I played this game was... I don't know when I last played this game, actually. Probably back on PlayStation 1. I know it was on PS Vita and stuff, and PlayStation 3. That's how I played the other, like Cortex Strikes Back and Warped, because I never played them as a kid. I never owned them as a kid. When it comes to PlayStation games, I never got new PlayStation games. It was always the games that my mom and my stepdad had. That fucking failed, didn't it? Right. Wait. Get that fucker out of the way. Get that. Really, it hit me. Wow. This game is unforgiving at most parts. Yeah, I especially as a kid, I never, for instance, completed it because you'd have to complete in one sitting or memorize the passwords and shit. I could never memorize passwords or write them down, and I never got that concept on Crash or old PlayStation games at the time that didn't have save features. I mean, I think it had a save feature, like, after a boss, but when it comes to playing levels, you have to put in the password, and stuff like that. Just gotta concentrate for this. Bang, tidy, yeah boy. Right, then come down here. 1, 2... Gotta get all the Wumpa fruit. Oh, kill that fuck, because he comes back. Okay, so that's every box, I think, on this mission. Unless there was one I missed. Nope, that is the only box. Boom, that's how you get a gem in this game. You get every box, perfect gem. Pow, 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 pow. Ba-da-ba. Right, yeah, anyway, as I was saying, I was more of a Spyro person, really. When it come to PlayStation 1 Spyro versus Crash Bandicoot, I was more of a... it's just I had Spyro. It was more accessible. But then I fell in love. It's one of the best platformers I have ever played in my life. Now, a lot of people would disagree, but I think it's better than Mario. I'm sorry, it just is better than Mario. It's like some Mario games anyway. The best Mario game I've ever played is Mario Galaxy 2, and that's franchise. I've never been into Mario though as a whole. Mario Kart, decent. Actually, it's quite fun, but I'm not gonna lie, Crash Team Racing, much better. And I'd love to see a remake of that game. What other games are there? Yeah, I used to play all sorts of shit on PlayStation. That's what I grew up on. I never had, like, my main games were PlayStation. My main game console was PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and GameCube. And on GameCube I played Smash Bros, the Metroid series. Oh, okay, I still thought I had unlimited life. Oh, it was good. But yeah, I used to play Metroid Prime. That was the first ever Metroid game I ever played. Fucking fantastic. And I cannot wait for Metroid Prime 4 to come out, I believe it is. And the one on 3DS. What other shit is there? Zelda. I absolutely love Zelda. That's what made me like Nintendo was Wind Waker. And then later on I got Majora's Mask for 3DS. And Majora's Mask is my favourite Zelda game. In fact, I got a tattoo of the mask from the Majora's Mask. That's how much I adore Majora's Mask. The Wind Waker though, my favourite, just because I had some fucking really good memories on it. Being me and my friend Zachary, which is Face Kid Panda. As kids, he would come round, we'd play the GameCube non-stop, we'd play Zelda non-stop. It's the first and only Zelda game he's played. Since then, I've played Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, what's the other one on 3DS? It was Link Between Worlds, I think. That's what's yeah, A Link Between Worlds. And then it was Link to the Past on Super Nintendo. I've also played the original Zelda because that was on 3DS, like on the online store, and I was like, hell yeah, I'm picking that game up. I want to play the original, and it's hard. It's a hard game because like back in the day where you didn't even have internet and stuff, I can't imagine how people figured that shit out. Like nowadays, you got guides and all sorts of shit to go by it, but back then, you never had that. You just had what people said, like for instance, like in Pokemon. there is always what am I trying to say? Sorry, I'm trying to concentrate and talk at the same time. It's hard. In Pokemon, there was like rumors of like how to catch Mew and Mewtwo and stuff, and it just was not true most of the time. Oh fuck. Yeah, I absolutely adore Pokemon as well. God, that's a Nintendo title that I like. Fuck you, prick. What are you doing, fam? But yeah, my main console was PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2. So, and then when I grew up, I moved to Xbox because I fell in love with Fable and Gears of War. Gears of War 2 was my first Gears. What are you doing? Yeah, Gears of War 2 was my first ever Gears of War, and to this date, my favourite Gears of War. Game of a console, yeah, Fable 2, I love that game. Halo 3 was my first ever Halo. And then just shit like that was what I did as a kid. Not as a kid, but as a young teenager. And I died. As a young teenager, I used to play like Fable and stuff like that. But, yeah. Nowadays, I am on PC most of the time. So I've been playing PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. That game is so addictive, it's unreal. I get frustrated after like 2 or 3 games and turn it off. But then like an hour later I'll turn it back on because I'm just hooked on it. And then what else have we got? Final Fantasy, absolutely adore the franchise. My favourite is unfortunately 8, but 7 was my first. Also was my favourite for a very long time because Final Fantasy 8 was such a hard game in my eyes to grasp, with the G-Force system and all that sort of stuff. But as I got older, I started playing it. It was just the sort of game I was looking for. Like, it had the challenge, it just had the complexity in its system. But I've gone back recently and I was streaming Final Fantasy 7. I fucking adore that game so much. Like, I watch a lot of speedrunners on it, and recently SGDQ was out and I stayed up till 6 in the morning well, that's when the run started, and then I stayed up till 2 in the afternoon with no sleep, and that was when it finished. And my god, was it amazing to watch. I felt like I watched a streamer regularly. He's the only streamer I do watch regularly, and not like every stream I watch. It's like, yeah, if you're streaming, I might watch it, but if this guy streams, I'm watching it no matter what. He streams Final Fantasy 10 speedruns, Final Fantasy 7 speedruns, Breath of the Wild speedrun, and what was it? Halo 1 he streams as well. Watching Halo 1 is like, I can see why people like this game. I've got Master Chief Collection, and I do want to go and play through some of Halo games, because I never played them apart from 3, Reach, like to completed anyway. I've got Halo 4, but I never played that. I enjoyed it for the most part. Halo 5, I got that as well, but I haven't even touched the campaign on that. Apparently I should. It's good. ODST, I got like halfway through that with a mate. But yeah, I don't know. This game right here is what made platforming something that I enjoy. And I've been rambling for 15 minutes now about how my childhood of PlayStation games and games that I have for some reason. There's a box here with a Bandicoot mask. It's just I don't know what to talk about except let you guys know what my childhood was all about. So obviously, being a gamer, I wasn't the most popular kid at school and shit. And I never the kid that people bullied. But video games, man, that shit was good for me. It was like it still is an antidepressant, because I do suffer with depression. And I know this video is pretty dark, but I do suffer with depression. But video games, they're amazing. They just make me feel these things all at once. It tickles my balls. It's like, I know a lot of people hated The Division. I enjoy that game a lot. Like playing it with my mate Jamie, who's currently in Australia. He's fucking a barrel of laughs. And I don't know, there's just something just satisfying. Yeah, it's repetitive, it's the same game, you get shit loot all the time and all that stuff, you always feel underleveled, but it's for the most part a fun little game that I definitely have sunk too many hours into, like recently, to admit. Gears of War 4, me and Zachary need to complete that, so we might restart it from the beginning and it become a series for plebanites, possibly. Rise of the Tomb Raider, I want to play that. I bought it ages ago for like dirt cheap. It was like £10 or something, and I was like, oh, I need to play that. So that's a game that I'm definitely going to be playing. Now there's also Last of Us and stuff like that, but that might be a Terror Time type deal because it is technically a horror game. Same with Until Dawn, but I've always got Uncharted 1 to 4 to play, Bioshock, the collection. I've also got what else? Bloodborne. I want to play that, like, no doubt. Even if I might even record it after I've recorded this. Happy eh? Easiest boss in Crash history. Yeah! Boing boing. Yeah, I've got a lot of games that we can all play. We're all doing we all want to start a Castle Crashers series. Because we're called the Plebanites, and you play as knights in Castle Crashers, so it only makes sense to play Castle Crashers, as it's not only a super duper fun game. Hello, yeah, I do want Coco to join the adventure. Why wouldn't I want Coco to join the adventure? Right, I'm going to end the episode here, guys. Sorry for rambling about I'm gonna end the episode here, guys. Sorry for rambling on and on and on and on about my life, I guess. That's what it is. But I haven't recorded a video on my own for almost a year now, because I had my own channel, that I just lost time and motivation to keep it up. But this one, it's not reliant on me, it's reliant on 4 other people. So there's always gonna at least be content on the channel, whether it's a solo series like this, it's me and a friend playing a horror game, or whether it's PK Plays where all 4 of us or 2 of us or whatever all play a game together. There's always something going to be made, and like me and Albsters, for instance, are going to be doing probably a lot of Player Unknowns as a series on this channel, because I don't see that game dying out anytime soon. So there's going to be always content for it. There's like a new map coming out soon. We was trying to get the new zombies thing yesterday, but stuff happened and we couldn't get into a lobby. Yeah, it was all fucking, I don't know, it was just all great, I guess. Right, I'll save that one. We're gonna go into the next. I think I didn't save it, I just loaded the save. I'm a fucking idiot. But yeah, if you did enjoy this episode, just started rambling again, didn't I? If you did enjoy the episode, please leave a like, a comment, and definitely subscribe and share it with your friends, because it's always something that I've wanted to do, is start a YouTube channel with all my friends. So please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in Crash Part 2, or whatever other video I'm in. Bye. I don't know how to outro videos anymore. The generic ones, peace out, so peace out.